Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So let's take this video as an opportunity to talk about Prince Edward Island basic eligibility factor. If this applies to your case, to your file, to your profile, then you are ineligible for Prince Edward Island, because I've made many videos on Prince Edward Island and I thought that let's talk about the eligibility factors as well, right? Because they are mandatory. So hear it out. If this applies to you, then you are ineligible. You cannot apply to Prince Edward Island. So the first thing is that you have an active application registered with PEI, Office of Immigration. Okay, then obviously you cannot have another application, right? You cannot have two applications with Prince Edward Island. If you have an immigration application in process in any other PNP or territory in Canada, okay, obviously Prince Edward Island wants you to stay in Prince Edward Island. Number 3, if you've been refused for misrepresentation for any immigration program, so basically misrepresentation is something that is going to make you ineligible for Prince Edward Island. And if you're in Canada but you are illegal, if you're undocumented, then you are not eligible for Prince Edward Island. Then the next up is if you are an unresolved or failed refugee or humanitarian, then I mean, whether you are living in Canada or not, it does not make any difference. You are not eligible. So if you're living in Canada, for example, you are on a visit visa, or if you're on a work permit and you're out of legal status, your visa expired and you have not yet applied for restoration of status within 90 days of having lost your status, that makes you ineligible. If you have not been lawfully admitted to your current country of residence, wherever you are, if you are there illegally, you're in Greece, you're in Turkey, you're in Italy, Germany, if you're illegal there, then you are illegal in Prince Edward Island as well. If you've been offered a seasonal job or a part-time job or a casual job in Prince Edward Island, that will not cut it. Okay, and if you're in a sales position, okay, people in sales, hey, I'm also in sales. If you're in a sales position that is based solely on compensation, on your targets or on your thing. So if you're commission based solely, I mean, I'm not sure if there would be some in that case, but yes, there are some occupations in sales which are solely based on your commission. There is no fixed salary involved, so then you are ineligible. If you're an individual whose job, whose work will not be based in Prince Edward Island, or if your job will be permanently from home, from your virtual office, then you are not eligible for Prince Edward Island. It has to be hybrid. I mean, you have to go to your office for at least a day, right? So it cannot be permanently based from home. So if you base your application on a job offer where you're self-employed in Prince Edward Island, you're ineligible. Okay. If you base your application on a job offer where you're a shareholder in the business, or if you base your job offer on, I mean, where you're intending to start a business or become self-employed, I mean, if your application is based on a job offer where you will be starting your business, or you will be a self-employed person, so that will not cut it for Prince Edward Island. So these are the ineligibility factors. So if this applies to you, then you cannot apply to Prince Edward Island. And with these words, this is Alif Thakar, and I'm hoping great things are coming your way.